Ugh. Episode number 53, my man. They're moving. They're moving.
Fast, very fast.
Welcome to the Freedom Cage podcast, where we lock into a free state of mind each and every pay week on all DSPs, of course. And as always, to my right, I got my main guy, my ace, my left and my right this week, Shawn, Mr. Singularly on all those socials.
You know.
And me, I'm Kenny, man. Also known as Ken Kaepernick on all those socials, man. But today, bro, what is it? It's March, man. Damn. Jesus Christ. It's March, man. Tell me about the special days in March. I know we got them.
Oh yeah, man. Women's History Month. That's a big initiative. It's a big time to celebrate the ladies, and that's very important because we know it's the matriarch.
Mm-hmm,
You know what I mean? It's not about the patriarchs. It's the matriarchs, the women, everything that they've been through, and that's what March is all about, man.
Sidebar question. Leap years, right?
Yeah.
February's Black History Month.
Yeah.
But when we get that extra day, right before Women's Day on the 1st, is there like a special thing for black women on leap year just for them?
Yeah.
It gotta be, right?
Yeah, definitely. They can
Gotta
stay
make
out
that
until 4 a.m. that day.
Oh,
But before that,
hey,
they got to be
2
home
a.m. is
before
the
2
cutoff.
a.m.
2 a.m. is the cutoff, man.
For sure,
Son,
man.
y'all been telling y'all.
Definitely. So listen, March 8th is actually International Women's Day. So usually on those days, especially at certain companies, they'll do something specifically to highlight women in history, or just really shift the focus of recognition towards women, because we do understand in a lot of fields, in a lot of areas of life, it's really a all boys club, to say the least.
Hate to be that guy along Women's Month, but there's a lot of communities now.
Yeah, that is true.
Women covering all formats, right?
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure.
Yeah, definitely, man. So it is Women's History Month, and what we decided to do was we were gonna at least each pick either a woman. I'm just gonna start that all over because that was terrible.
We be right back.
We are each going to pick either a woman or a moment in history that highlight women to talk about. And I will go first. I am going to highlight the great Maya Angelou. Not just because she was such a great poet, but she was such a great model of women empowerment. Every time she spoke to a group of women, she really let off this aura that you can be more than what you think you are, and you can be more than what these men try and make you feel that you can be. And I mean, we don't even have to get into the poems that she has. She's just a great person.
Came out the gate with Maya, bro. The good thing with the Freedom Cage podcast, there's always two different dynamics, man. We love each other here and we love y'all, but I'm going to go with Remy Martin.
Oh, okay.
She has a tough moment, took it on the chin, and now the average person can't do what she did as far as having a celebrity, a status, and then being away for a while and coming back, getting right back to it. And I'm proud of her because she's not even in the lane that we knew her for when she first left. She came back and went into many other endeavors. Still, rap, hip-hop based, of course. She got papoose with her, you know what I mean? But she, with the whole battle rap and uplifting other women as well to, show your skills, do what you got to do. But, man, shouts to Remy. She's doing it on a current level that people can see in today's age, man.
Absolutely. Shout out to Remy, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Remy. So, the premise of today's episode is loyalty over self-gratification. And we felt like this was important because those are two really tough things to grapple with, right?
Yeah, because as far stretch as this seems, it's a very thin line.
Yes.
Where the relationship you have with someone can be pulled either way, depending on the situation. Loyalty, you hope, will win every time. but not that greed comes into it. But at some point, people look into the mirror and go, "What about me?"
That's right.
And that's never a bad question.
Mm-hmm.
So now you within a rock and a hard place. But if you have to make a choice, clean cut, would
Mm-hmm.
you prefer one over the other?
Honestly, I couldn't.
No.
Yeah, because as much as I love loyalty, I think the natural human behavior is self-preservation,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd be remiss to ignore that and think, oh, but you got to be loyal, especially depending on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But we got some great examples we're gonna get into. But I'm gonna ask you: Do you prefer one or the other?
I'm gonna go with self gratification
Why?
because I can't assume my loyalty is the same as somebody else's,
Mm.
and that is usually when your loyalty breaks, when you find out at that apex, that climax, that point, like, oh, you chose that route.
Yeah.
That wasn't what I would have did if the shoe was flipped. But self, preservation, like you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
who better than yourself to count on if there's ever a situation? You know what I mean? Like help is
Yeah.
always great, but it's not always there. So I'm gonna go with self gratification.
Okay. All right. If I have to pick, in honor of the question, I would go on the side of loyalty because my hope, my wild dream is that your loyalty is in line with your self gratification, right? And that selfless approach to how you move with me gives you gratification
Mm-hmm.
because ideally you moving in lockstep watching me do my thing or you being able to be around it is the gratification.
Mm-hmm.
And that if I had to answer it.
All right, hey, that's what we're here
Yeah.
for, man. We're here to
Definitely.
answer the tough questions, bro.
Definitely,
Um,
definitely. So a great example of what's happening right now with the question of loyalty, and it's all over social media lately. Damian Lillard and Bradley Beal are being scrutinized for being loyal to their teams. And if you don't know who those two people are, Damian Lillard is a professional basketball athlete. He plays for the Portland Trailblazers, and
three
so is
point champ.
Bradley Beal, who plays for the Washington Wizards.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about hearing that scrutiny?
I get both sides of it. You know what I mean? Because Dame is loyal. We love him for it. Like it helped his storyline, his character. Like it's gonna be even sweeter if they get to the mountaintop.
Correct.
But it hurts a little to see your peers, people you looked up to, people under you, choosing the self gratification route. Even if you know they aren't very selfish, they're still choosing themselves and their legacy to grow their brand. So they're willing to relocate. They're willing to sometimes even take a pay cut in hopes of winning on that other team.
Yeah.
But with Bill and Dame, it's like I would just hate for them to move on after being down for so long and never win one.
Mm-hmm.
But then I hate them if they pull the GP. You know what I'm saying? Gary Payton ain't have one. He caught one at the end, I think, with the Lakers by accident.
Right.
And hey, there's no shame in that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But he made the move and it worked out. You know what I'm saying? But that was luck of the draw. It don't work out like that for everybody. So I truly am honored by their loyalty, but you got to
Yeah.
make a business decision at some point, you know?
I feel you. I feel you. So I looked it up. Dame has been with the Trailblazers since 2012.
A lot of internet, since then. A
You
lot
know
of
what I
internet
mean?
has happened
A
since then.
lot has changed since 2012, and then also Bradley Beal. I'm pretty sure he's close to, maybe
Yeah.
8 to 10 years, if not more. So I hear where you're coming from. And I think this goes to perspective, right? What is loyalty to Damian Lillard, right? If he feels that he's been able to accomplish most of what he set out to do with Portland being there, then in his mind, he is winning. That is the self-gratification along with the loyalty because what I'm saying, like, same way you said it, right? Your version of loyalty may not be the same as someone else's. So when you hear all these people question him, like, why are you staying with that program? They're not putting no people around you. I beg to differ. They've had some teams that can challenge. It's just showing up in the moment, right? He's never had a super team, but he's had good teams. It's just it don't go their way. But he is still one of the most underrated, deadliest point guards out there that can guarantee 30 to 40 points a night if he wants to.
Walking bucket.
You know what I mean? And I feel like it's unwarranted. Bradley Beal, same thing. We've watched both of these players become elite at their positions, but we are holding these accomplishments over their heads saying, you're not smart for staying here. You need to go somewhere else to accomplish what we think makes you a great player and accomplish. And to me, it's kind of sad.
They might just both have a king's complex. And by that, I mean, when given the choice if you want to be king of the prison or homeless in a free world, you go, damn, homeless? Yeah, homeless. You want to be homeless out here? Do what you want, or be a king and have your moves directed for you the rest of your life. And I mean, being a king ain't bad when this is all you know, is everything you like. You the man, and he's known from Cheers. Anywhere Dame goes in Portland, free coffee, free, you know what I mean, whatever he needs.
Yeah,
he's earned that right. You know what I mean? People don't. They don't just give that kind of respect out to anybody, and he's homegrown at this point. To try to relocate to do the ring chase, like he don't need the money, to my knowledge. I don't know his Google's, but I think he's just content with being the man where he is. And it's not like it's JV. Nigga, it's one of the NBA teams in his franchise that we trying to, you know what I mean? It's walk in the park. We don't have the most ad space, no, but it's home and I'm the king of this castle. I think he's just content with that. And if he's happy to become the king of the NBA one year at the same time, kudos.
Yeah, that's interesting.
He ain't leaving though.
Yeah, no, I don't think he is going to leave. I don't think he should leave. But what also troubles me is why nobody's went there to join him. I get Portland is not the most attractive place to go play, but at the end of the day, you get a chance to play with Damian Lillard. You get a chance to – I mean, the West is tough again. After this last trade deadline, it's like all the talent said we going back west. We tired of this East Coast shit. We going to West Side. So it's not like it's an easy coast to win, and even his division isn't an easy one to win in. It's just it amazes me the loyalty that he has to that program, and I hope that he at least can get a taste of either the semifinals or even the Western Conference Finals before it's all said and done, because he is such a dynamic player.
He might just want to do it for Portland, but it's okay to follow the LeBron blueprint. College was dope. Go over here. I mean, get my feet wet. Come on back, man, for the homecoming. Like, see if it work out for me. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, man, I'll hate for him not to get one, but other greats have not neither. So it is what it is at this point.
Yeah, and then Bradley Beal, he's another dude that he's like, he wants to win one in Washington, but I think they just love ball. They just love ball so much, and they love the fact that they got the opportunity to provide for their people. That all that other stuff that people is talking about, I don't even think it phases them in the morning.
No.
I think they just come out on that court and say, I'm serving everybody. I don't care who's in front of me. I don't care how many chips they got or they think they're going to get. When they come up against me, it's going to be a night, and they're going to have to stop me. And they're content with that. After the 48 minutes are over, they go home, man. It's back to spending this money, working these businesses, and Do it
That's
again in
it.
24 hours. Like,
That's it.
hell yeah, man.
Quick
Hell
side question: like, would you rather average 35 for the season and have a losing record, or average 10 and be in the conference finals?
10 in the conference finals, for sure.
All right. Just know the check that comes with.
Hey, listen. Hey, you could spin that on the side because the kind of publicity I'm going to get for being a part of a championship team, I can spend that more than the money I'm going to make averaging 30 and losing. Because you can't tell me who's the best player on the Rockets.
I can't tell you the coaches.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. But, you know, it's all mindset, bro.
Yeah,
It's all different, man.
All right.
Man. So another section of this loyalty over self-gratification is the old age bros before hoes. Now, you want to say something before I ask the questions?
Just want to clarify. What's a hoe?
I'm not going to get into that definition.
I want no smoke. I just want to make
Nah,
sure.
definitely. But this line has been out for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not the best line. Probably not the best line to bring up for Women's History Month.
Nah.
But as long as the ladies are using it,
Mm-hmm.
I think we can use it. So now, would you get with a girl if your boy was interested in her?
So many side questions. What's interest? You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, I
did y'all
like
exchange
her.
numbers?
I like her. I'm feeling her. I'm going to talk to her.
All right. Got a week. Nah. It all depends on your relationship with the guy, his relationship with the girl.
Yes
There's a
or
lot
no?
of-
Yes or no? Would you still get with her even though he shared his interest that he's going to try to pursue a situation with her?
If I had similar interests in the same girl,
Yes.
yo, nigga, best man wins, bro.
Respect it, right?
Best man wins.
Self-gratification. I get
That's
it.
me, man. I'm riding this shit.
Would you get with the girl if he had sex with her?
Nah, you got it. You won that one.
So she's been touched by your boy. You not messing with her?
Nah, they have more than interest. You know what I mean? It's heavier. It's heavier on the loyalty side. So I'm like, hey, if y'all smashed and didn't work out, that's cool. But that's y'all.
Really? Even if
That's
she's
y'all.
dope, she's cool, got a great
That's
job,
cool. That's cool. My man smash.
got all the snacks.
My man smash.
Damn. All right.
Because you know why? Because I don't want to get to the real questions. All right. Man smashed. You invite him to the wedding?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Because everybody
listening.
has a history, man.
I know, but it's not
It's
gonna be
too
with me.
close?
It's not gonna be up here with me at the altar though. Like, you know what I'm
So he
saying?
could be in the crowd. He can't be your best. I understand he can't be your best man because it's too close knit, but he could be in the crowd. You can
He's
invite
not
him.
even allowed to dance with her on the same floor, bro. I don't even want to see a fake photo with you in the background. Like, nah, it ain't gonna work out. Interest, I can live with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we both liked her that year, but you know, she got my car, so you know what I mean. But yeah, smash it, you gotta have it.
All right. He was in a relationship with her. before.
Same as smashing for me.
Same as
Same as
smashing.
smashing.
Okay.
Same as smashing.
All right.
But I gotta ask you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If one of your men say, "Yo, feeling shorty, I don't have an approach.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do me a favor? Can you run this line via you through her to get to me?"
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you go like, no doubt, you my man. I'm gonna lock it up, wingman of the year type shit, right?
Yeah,
You go over there. Hey, wop wop whoop whoop. He was, oh yeah. I do come here a lot. Oh no, I live right over the. You know. Oh, if you starting to hit it off now by accident,
Mm-hmm.
Is it mission aborted? Like, are you still? Are we? You come, what you gonna say when you come back? Like,
I mean, honestly, if it's like that, more than likely it's probably like that before I walked over there. Like,
okay.
because it's very rare that I mean, appearances. It is what it is, right? The visuals hit first.
Mm-hmm.
But if I walk over there and then the conversation's hitting, I think I'd still let her know, like, listen, my boy is feeling you. You know what I mean?
What's up.
Because
That's loyalty. That's what's up. That's what's up.
now, would I still pursue it? Probably.
Whoa, whoa! You can't be halfway loyal. Like, how you be like, yo, my man's like you, but yo, he sleep. His whole mattress is on the floor, but you ain't hear that from me. You ain't hear that from me.
Nah, not in that way, man. What I'm talking about is if I tell her go that way, but she looking at me like, yeah, but everything I want is right in front of me. So what are we talking about? That's a hard line to walk away from. Like, nah, man, I can't do that. Like, that's my boy. He has interest in you. To me, there's no question of loyalty there because there's nothing there yet. It's an idea that he has in his head. Mm-hmm. It's no different than if you come to me tomorrow and say, hey, man, I want to start, you know what I'm saying, like a fitness channel. And then the next day, I start actually filming on YouTube. For you, it's just an idea. Mm-hmm. But for me, it's like, oh, shit, that's an actionable item for me.
Yeah,
I'm going to start doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, fellas. Like,
snooze, you lose.
I don't know what
you
to
lose.
tell you. You know what I mean? Good thing is I'm out the game, baby.
Out the game. Right,
so I could be the best wingman you ever met. But
wingman out there.
But yeah, man, nah. If he had sex with her before, no. It's a no-go for me. Can't do that. Sorry, you could be really, really dope female, but if one of my boys touch you, that's hands off.
What if you found out beyond the fact?
After I'm already with her?
Yeah.
That's tough, bro. I'm hope I'm not married because then that's going to be an expensive ass situation. Cause it's yeah, bro. Like, for me, if I don't like those type of secrets, I don't think those secrets should be kept. Because now both y'all hanging around me, both y'all know each other. Like, so it depends, right? If they both know that, you know what I mean, like in the situation, and then I find out later through happenstance, then I'm really pissed off, right? But if it's one of those situations where she's never met my boy, and then finally we meet, and he like, yo, I don't even know how to tell you this, but I smashed her back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like,
how you taking that real time? Like
that, my heart hurts. You know what I mean? My heart hurts. Like, granted, I get she has a history, and this is close to home. I gotta process this. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I really gotta. You know what I'm saying? Like his vision of you, his images of you, are completely different, and that's real. My boy. So he's gonna be coming around. There are gonna be situations where we're drinking in the crib, and y'all got that kind of physical history. Do you think you're able to turn that off?
Ooh. Ooh.
Right? Like, it's
loyalty,
not like,
right? What's
it's
that?
not like she got ugly. It's not like he looks different. So what's the difference now? Me?
You would hope, right? that's why we're all here like that. But
I don't know if loyalty is gonna hold true in that situation, and I don't know if I'm willing to take that gamble. That's tough. That's tough situation. I told you.
Like, I'm pretty sure there's situations with 3 people will be 2 guys and a girl, 2 girls and a guy, whatever, where all 3 parties happen to know each other, but none of them through the other one. Yeah. You know what I mean? Very rare, but I'm pretty sure that exists. Like, you always talk about your girl, but you never said her name. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you always talk about your boy, but he's always like calling out when we all got the bar meetups. You know what I'm saying? So it's always funny. And then when it all comes together, go, that Spider-Man meme was like, but I was with, oh, shit. Could get ugly.
Yeah, man.
But no go.
Yeah, nah.
Hey, fuck it.
Nah.
Hey, man.
Yeah, man.
Self-gratification.
Yeah.
Wins.
And definitely in a relationship, definitely not. Like you said, same as sex. Too much history there. Like that's weird.
That's just weird.
That's just weird.
It's not
Man.
gonna work.
This ain't pass along, man. Um, so now in the music industry right now, one of our favorite groups, what I'm saying, definitely want to start off with RIP Takeoff.
For sure.
Migos. So we're staying on loyalty over self-gratification, but in this particular sense, it's a mystery on why Offset walked away from Migos. It's, at least to me. Do you have any info?
I was just about to say, I wish I had that information as well, but I don't. He walked away from the group at one point in time.
Yeah.
Not sure if it was the whole QC money thing. I'm not getting the same cut, but they all seem well off financially, so I don't think it was a money issue. But I really don't know. I can't even put a finger on it. I really wish it was able to resolve beforehand, but I don't know why he left.
Yeah. And then, of course, I was hoping that maybe there would have been some sort of rekindling at the funeral, the services for Takeoff, and then even, I think it was the Grammys, right? The Grammy performance.
He had the song for him.
Yeah, so no unification since then. Do you think there's any chance that they reunite?
To what extent? Like having a conversation, or just like musically?
I'm pretty sure they've had conversations. They probably didn't go well because they're still not trying to be seen together. But any chance of like a Migos reunion, at least between them two?
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, I think to both of them mentally, Migos, not to be frank, but Migos is dead. As a, you know what I mean? As they know it. You know what I mean? So I think just trying to rebuild that without the third leg is just, it's causing more hardship than it is friendship, unfortunately. They're not going to be able to pull that together anytime soon. I mean, eventually they will cross paths. They have to talk. They still family, but I don't see it anytime in the near future, unfortunately. Sad, too.
Yeah, it really is, man. And that's why I think I appreciate the Lock so much.
Yeah.
That's the one group that just withstood time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure there's another one out there or ones out there I'm forgetting about right now, but they're the ones that stand out to me that still make relative moves. They're still out there.
Loyalty.
Yeah.
Loyalty, big time.
Definitely. Time. That's the definition of loyalty right there.
Word.
Man. For sure. So as we move through this, right, we're talking about, different types of situations where people had the chance to be loyal. The Brooklyn Nets.
Mm-hmm.
You have James Harden signed. KD comes in. They get Kyrie in, and it looks like it's going to be the ultimate situation. Harden is gone, I think, within like a year.
Yeah, he's out quick.
Kyrie has this situation with vaccinations and, just feeling whatever way he wants to. We're not going to get into that. It was his choice. He's rightfully, he has his rights to do it. If you are KD, do you trust, or if you're anybody, do you feel like James Harden and Kyrie have loyalty to the game of basketball as far as being a team player?
I think they both lean on the self-gratification side of basketball.
Right.
Where, hey, I'm a team player within this, these four lines, getting my assist up, making sure everybody's doing their part, doing what I got to do to get them where they got to be. But once I'm outside and it's all kind of black and white and things got to get signed and leases got to be renegotiated and stuff like that, I'm going to go where it's beneficial for me because they understand it is a business outside of these four lines. And they got a family to feed. They got companies to run. They have other things that might put them in a better position for a ring. And the toxic situation I had with him coming, going, not wanting to be there, friction, in the media of what was happening behind the scenes. It was just too much to handle. And then wins will always cover the bullshit, but
Yeah.
when the wins aren't there too, you gotta blow it up. But Harden was smart enough to get out first. Uh, if that makes any sense. But I just feel bad for Ben Simmons. They gave him a ball. I said, "Yo, you got it."
I don't feel bad. Ben got a job. Most teams look at Ben. You could trade Ben for a pack of
2 bags of
cigarettes
onion
right
and
now.
garlic. Like, yo.
Ben Simmons wouldn't go for a carton of eggs right now.
Nah.
And
eggs,
niggas need eggs.
They're expensive, man. I don't know. You want the whole 12 pack? How about half a dozen? Yeah.
Yo, they wouldn't take him if you sent eggs with him, whatever, man. So I get where you coming from. My issue is with James Harden because he came in out of shape and he just had all these issues and injuries that I feel had something to do with the shape he was in. Mm-hmm. He goes to Philly and all of a sudden he comes back this season. He's in better shape. So he knew exactly what he was doing. He found his way to Philly. He didn't want to take a straight flight. You know what I mean? He did a quick connecting in Brooklyn and New York and then went, right? Kyrie, I understand. I understand the fact that it was the business side of it. It was the pressure to violate his beliefs with taking the vaccination. I totally get why he was done with Brooklyn. What I do hope that happens is he continues down his path to create pathways for other kids who want to play basketball, because my fear is these owners are going to start zeroing in on these players who feel like they have the power and they're going to take it out on the next generation of NBA players. It's going to impact their salaries. They're going to come up with rules in the CBA that are going to make it very, very hard to be as open and as free as the players are right now. And then it hurts all the work that players like Elgin Baylor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell, all they had worked it for, Oscar Robertson, to get us where we're at, just for it. And this is how they're going to label it. This isn't me. The grateful bunch. The ungrateful bunch.
Yeah, it's a lot of money now, man.
Yeah,
sorry,
man.
y'all. Like, these millions wasn't flying around when you was hooping.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure there's a 7th and 8th dude on a roster that's making Jordan salary right now.
Yeah.
Things are just different, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and they gotta adjust, adapt, move on. Internet, media, shit. I don't say Kyrie folded, but New York media is no joke.
No, it's not.
They in your face. They at your crib. They in your car.
That's
taking photos of you taking out your trash. Like, they always there. You know what I mean? So
that's a fact.
You just couldn't deal after a while.
Yeah.
He just tried to block it all out, but it still got him. He had to go. To go.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
Before we leave the whole Harden, Kyrie, Katie thing.
Yeah.
In retrospect, how dumb was the KD move from Golden State? He could have had... Fam, he showed up to 2 years, caught 2 rings, 2 final MVPs. That's Jordan-esque to me.
Yeah.
If he gets back there 4 more times and redoes it, we having a whole new GOAT conversation, bro.
This is true.
But I beg to differ. So,
listen, this is the LeBron era. I know nobody wants to hear it, and it's not fair, but this is the era that we're in. We're in the LeBron era where it doesn't have to make sense to everybody else as long as it makes sense to the player, which is why we're talking about what? Self-gratification.
Every
right?
time.
That move was about self-gratification, and you can't be I mean, I know you're not mad at KD. It's just like what he could have done there, like you said, would change every conversation in every barbershop every analyst is having right now.
And that's where I'm confused because, like you just said, he felt like he left for self-gratification, but there is no higher self as an NBA player to win the NBA championship and be the NBA Finals MVP. That's the dream in the preseason for every NBA player's personal headspace. Yeah, I think that's exactly where I want to end this season. Did it twice.
So the one opinion I'll offer is if you think about every impactful player that's probably won championships over the last 20 years, not a lot of them move to another team.
No.
You think of Dwayne Wade, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant,
Mainstays.
Dirk Nowitzki. You know what I mean?
Put the work in.
Latest, Giannis, right? KD wanted to be that guy that went to a team and it was his team and he got them there, right? As much as those Heat championships were because of LeBron, they belong to D Wade. There's a reason why it's Wade County, right? When LeBron went back to the Cavs and got it, that meant more than any other chip he ever won. And KD wants that feeling. Like, I think every player looks at the most dominant player in the game and wants to emulate that. They want to get that. And granted, KD went to where the most dominant player was, Steph Curry, and got some. But then his own self-gratification, whatever he was feeling, said, no, I got to go get one out the mud.
I could see if he wasn't a factor. But he was.
Yeah.
He didn't Robert Horry these chips. He
It
showed
happens,
up.
bro. It happens.
God.
So I'll tell you what. I was at the I know this is, March 1st when we're releasing this, but what was that? Yeah. So last week I was at the 100 Black Men 60th anniversary gala.
Clap for that.
Thank you. Shout out to Ramel, by the way. He was there. And
Thanks for the invite, motherfuckers.
their executive director is moving on to another organization. Now, you would think, dude, you are the executive director of 100 Black Men. Where are you going? You know what I mean? Like, where can you go? You got a sweet deal here. Sometimes, my man, you want something that you run. You want it to be yours. It hits different when you walk in the room. Like you said with Dame, he's the king of his town.
Facts.
He don't want to be second, third. Nah, I'm used to this. When I walk in here, my nachos is hot, baby. Cheese dripping.
Every time.
So
Every time.
I that's why I understood why KD did it, but I get it when everybody talks about they could have probably had 6 straight. Who knows what we're talking about right now? It's crazy.
Yeah, he could did wild cartoon numbers, but whatever.
Man. Yep.
But yeah, man, don't trust James Harden. He Kanye his way out of Houston, by the way, but whatever.
That's true. and now there's rumors he might be going back.
Who? James?
James.
Oh, the strip clubs need him, man. This is a drought.
So there's only a few analysts that when they mention shit, I pay attention. And this shit came from Adam Schefter.
Uh-oh.
And I know Adam doesn't play when he reports news, so there may be some traction to this, but he always says this is a rumor, but it's a heavy rumor that after this season he's out. He's trying to go back to Houston.
Chip or no chip?
That's a good question. That's why it's a rumor. Because now, a chip might shift the scales.
Thought it would have with KD. But whatever. Self-gratification, y'all. Self-gratification. Wins a lot, but not all the time.
Definitely, man. Oh, man. So we thought before we get into our usual question segment, to end off the loyalty over self-gratification here, we wanted to do something unique, right? This is a podcast, but we're gonna ask each other, why did you want to start a podcast?
Well, let me start here. Like, I was listening to podcasts a lot for a while.
And I was gonna ask you that, so cool.
I was listening to the Joe Button joint before the character shifting. I was listening to Tax Stone before the whole club shit. Um, it was really just them two because podcasts are long, like an hour. You know what I'm saying? So if you were following people dropping weekly episodes, it's tough to carve this time out. You know what I mean? So I was listening to them two a lot. It was cool, and I always thought about it. I'm like, nah, it's a lot of work. I'm not doing all that. You know what I mean? But honestly, when you was like, hey, question, I was like, well, what's up? Like anything come from you, I'm like, I'm already down. So I was just curious to know what the question was. Yeah. He's like, what do you think about the podcast? I'm like, oh, they dope. I listen to Tax Stone. He's like, nah, nigga. This us doing one. I was like, oh shit. I like you. You like me. This might work. You know what I mean? And then, pew, we've been going since. But I didn't think about actually really doing one until the question was brought up by you, my good man. But yeah, I'm happy asked. I'd have kept saying, nah, it's too much shit to do. I ain't messing with all that. But yeah, damn near 3 years. How about you? What made you want to ask the question?
So for me, I felt like we've always had the most thought-provoking conversations, and even when we don't agree, it's still one of the best conversations.
Yeah,
right?
Sure.
And I don't think anybody's ever understood our comedy that knows us.
Nah, you gotta know us.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I know there's other people out in this world that have the same point of view as us.
Not to go nasty, but the world is a very big place, and a lot of the thoughts are similar. That's why when you go to Pornhub, a lot of those sections, you go, oh shit, I was thinking about that. Yep. Oh, it's 1,000 pages? Rabbit hole, you know what I mean? But
Bukkake.
You know what I mean? But a lot of people have similar thoughts, but you don't know until you look for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And, just always a big thank you to all the people who watch our lives.
Yes.
Just a reminder that we are going to be shifting to Wednesdays, man. You know what I mean? It looks like the Wednesdays have been very popular.
Wednesdays worked out a couple times. Wednesdays have worked out.
Yeah, so we're gonna dabble. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna.
It might be because everybody's eating tacos at 8:00.
I think
on those
so.
days, you know, and I respect it. I'm a taco guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've had to push a couple taco, sittings due to the live. So Wednesday is hump day. And people usually do the humping late at night. So look at Cash just about 8:00.
You know what I'm saying? Right, either right before the hump, right after the hump. You know, it all depends on the topic. We don't want to mess with your hump.
Nah. The hump must stay alive.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for me, outside of that, with my job and, hosting certain guest speaker events, it was like, I like this. You know what I mean? Like, I like being able to sit with people and have conversations. That's why when we do the interviews, it's like seamless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because to ask questions, to dig a little deeper and then put people on the spot. We do the research to make it more thought-provoking. Like when you drop the question on K about the poem, like situations like that, those moments, like when you capture them, people walk away from that like, wow, like they're really like they're in it.
Yeah. I mean, 10 toes. It's funny, really. But whatever. Who's counting?
Yeah, man. So yeah, it was cool, man.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, man, but thanks, man. Shit worked. It's still working out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Podcast.
So listen, question segment before we wrap things up. First one.
Talk to me.
How important is the friend who can read the room?
Probably one of the most underrated friends you have.
Preach.
You need them. Because when there is a situation in a room, but words can't be spoken, you need that one eye contact friend that understands everything that's happening at the same time you did.
Reads your mind.
You need them. And it's weird. When you do have that one connection with a friend where the eye contact, everything's spinning, when that one friend isn't there and there's a situation, you just like you like mad anxiety inside. You can't express this. You can't talk to nobody, and everybody else looking around like, what's that guy with the trench coat doing? It's like, fam, need the room, man. It's 90 degrees outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need those people that can put it together a lot quicker than others, and sometimes you got to do that without words. So, that friend is probably one of the most important friends in your life.
I agree.
Big time.
I agree. This is golden friend material.
Facts.
We're talking about y'all could go through the worst shit in the world, but y'all will not give each other up because you can't. That shit takes time. It takes chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes some really fucked up thinking.
Yes.
Because
often.
it requires probably doing a lot of lying and shifting and manipulating. It's not an easy role to play. So this is our PSA to you. If you have that friend, that golden friend,
hold them tight.
that can read the room, hold on to that friend.
Hold them tight.
Don't let that friend go. Call that friend. Text that friend right now and let them know I love you.
I love you, man.
Because you can read the room.
Word.
Hallelujah. Give me one up top.
Man. You need them, bro. You need them because you've been in situations when you're the only one that gets it.
Yep.
And God, that's a painful situation, man. When you see the robber walking, you go, nobody. He's the only nigga with a ski mask. Nobody. Oh,
Yep.
God, it's about to get ugly. You start, counting exits. Like,
Yep.
yeah.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
man. Hell yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, man. All right. I'm going to let you go with the second one. Man.
Ready one? All right.
Yeah.
The internet, man. It's a place. It's a place of information, gold mines, negativity, toxicity, knowledge.
True.
But the bad thing about it is everything's got a search engine. And don't get me wrong. Hey, sometimes you need to know, like, hey, how do you get watts? You know what I mean? Sometimes you need little calculations. Google's great for that.
Right.
But it's 2023 now, man. So we got Google, we got Twitter, we got Reddit, IG, TikTok these days. Now, me personally, I hold these different platforms in different areas in my head. Want a little equation solved? Go to Google. Want to find out if a celebrity's not doing too good? Go to Twitter. Trying to see something nasty? Might want to run over to the Reddit stage. But my question is whose or what platform has your nastiest or most random search history out of all of them?
I'm going to have to go with Twitter.
Twitter?
And this is actually pretty funny. Right?
Oh, shit.
So I remember when I first got back on Twitter when we started this podcast, and everything was just a lot of updates on sneakers at first, right? But then I started, putting up certain posts from material that we were doing. And I noticed after I started posting certain stuff, I started getting totally different stuff on my feed. And I didn't make the connection of the algorithm until me and you spoke about it. And I was like, oh shit. So anytime I post anything, anytime I stay on somebody's post for too long, Twitter's here doing all these calculations. Say, oh, you like that? Oh,
like
we keep feeding you.
Yeah.
You like these sneakers? Yeah, take those gum bottoms. You know what I mean? Like,
you want them.
Yeah, so I I go to a coworker and I'm like, Twitter's gotten really nasty over the last couple of years. Like, every time I scroll, all I see is all this porn. Like, what is that about? And they looked at me and they said, because they're very savvy with tech, they said, Shawn, you're nasty. I said, why?
Gasp.
I was like,
You don't know me.
I'm a father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were like, no, you're nasty. I was like, how do you get that from me telling you my Twitter feed is full of porn? It's like, because Twitter doesn't just magically pop shit up on your feed, Shawn. You feed the algorithm. So you like watching porn. I said,
Made you look around like.
I was like, that's mad judgmental.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean I like liking porn? They're like, Shawn, I'm trying to tell you, if you stay on the porn for a while, did you just scroll by it, or you like, ooh? You know what I mean? Like, did you stay there for a while? I was like, yeah, I said ooh, but I was like, wow.
Yeah.
So I figured the wow would erase the ooh. They're like, no, Shawn, the ooh overpowers the wow. So it's giving you more ooh. So then you could go,
wow. I see what they did there. I see what they did. Self-gratification.
That's it.
I see what they did there.
Self-gratification, baby. Splash.
Yeah, I forgot about the Twitter feeds getting nasty all of a sudden. That has happened. I just didn't want to talk about it with anyone. I was just like, Elon is just, he's just filthing it up. Letting all kinds of shit fly on this bird app. But yeah, Google, I keep super clean with the searches just because it'll pop up in other places that you don't want it to pop up at. It's like, well,
Yeah.
I'm on my house computer, fam. Like, what you? I guess Gmail is connected. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, Reddit is just it's a black hole over there. I don't outside of it's weird. Reddit does have really good stock tips as far as like, that's where I found out about GameStop before GameStop. What's GameStop? I was just like, we'll see what happens. 2 days later, you know what I mean? But Instagram is. I don't do any searching on Instagram because it's weird. Instagram will pop up ads and shit with conversations me and you have.
Yeah.
I remember me and my wife was talking about a certain type of stroller at one point on her phone. She's like, babe, we were just talking about this. Look. I was like, damn, we was just talking about that. That's spooky. You know what I mean? But
yeah, man.
I try not. And TikTok, I'm trying, man. I don't like going into TikTok because it's like we talked about this maybe 15 episodes ago. You're just like, yo, it's a black hole, bro.
TikTok sunken place, man.
And it's just, oh, that's funny. Haha. Oh, that's informational. That's news. You know what I mean? But everything is something. And then that double back out feature shit, they got me. Every time I'm like, I didn't hit back twice quick enough. Here we go again. Like, you know what I mean? It's a nasty game over there on TikTok, but Twitter and Reddit for sure. Nasty times. Nasty times, man. Yeah, but yeah. Other than that, try to clean that up.
No, I feel you, man. All right, man. Anything before we wrap up?
Before the 15th, yes, big early before we get there, but birthday shout out to Miss CC Media, man, Christina.
Hey.
Not gonna throw her age out in these streets, but she is celebrating her birthday on the 11th, and she has a birthday twin, which is my wife's best friend Onyx, and I'm talking same month, same date, same year.
Extended family.
Yeah, man. I gotta check the hospitals, make sure it wasn't on the same floor too. But, yeah, shouts to Onyx, shouts to Christina. Birthday's coming up. Yeah, outside of that, nothing else.
I hear you, man. Also, March 4th, big UFC 285. The man, the myth, the legend, John Jones is back.
Coke free.
And he's back at heavyweight. He's taking on Cyril Gane. I am very excited for this, to see him at this weight, to see him back in action. This is probably any real UFC's fantasy to see this brother come back and really just do his thing.
Come back, man. And if I'm not mistaken, I was told that they reduced some of the
the USDA drug regulations.
And now I don't know if they could do any sort of rollback situation, but the stuff that's now okay, John got picked for a couple years back. They're trying to say, yo, give me that Damian back, bro. That wasn't real, bro. I mean, so I know they're not gonna roll nothing back, but it is good conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. And it's good for the sport. You know, they're really lacking on people that they can market. John Jones has always been a goal for them, so we'll see.
Facts.
Hell
We'll
yeah,
see.
man. Anything else?
Happy March, man. Happy March,
Yes.
man. But yeah, man, live tonight. Yeah, man, go check us out, man. 8 o'clock. We'll be out there.
No doubt, man. Remember, every Wednesday, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, we are live on Instagram. Make sure you set your calendars. Make sure you go hit subscribe, like. This was a very, very crazy episode. We know we went all over the place, but
We tried.
loyalty and self-gratification. I mean,
Gotta
it,
pick one.
it hits so many different things, and that's why we had to touch on so many different ways, but it all comes together at the end of the day. Loyalty or self-gratification, which one are you choosing, man?
And hey, and it's okay to be a habitual line stepper. Some days you gotta be loyal. Some days it's about yourself. You know what I mean? But just make sure you make the right decision at the right times.
That's right. That's right. And feel free to tag us on any conversations you
Please,
have,
please.
whether it's loyalty or self-gratification, man. We want to hear it. Make sure you go into the links all in the comments, man. You can buy your Freedom Cage merch. As you see, we got
Yes,
it on
man.
right now. You know what I'm saying? Spring is
coming.
coming.
Spring coming. Getting hot.
That's it. That's it. You still
Gotta
got a
get-
little while for the hoodies. Get you a
Get my
hoodie.
2-piece body back. Know what I mean?
Definitely, man. Make sure you follow us on all socials, man. But listen, we gotta go. It's that time, man. I'm sorry. I know you love the conversation, man. Just subscribe. So next time it drops, you'll be the first to be notified, man.
That
But
was
you
a bar, by the way. But
Low key.
You know what I mean? We out here, man. FCB crew, man. We out here.
Low key. But listen, you are now released back into your regularly scheduled programming. Corporate life, parental life, entrepreneurship, whatever it is that you do, we salute you. I'm Senor Lee.
I'm King Kapnick.
See you back next pay week
Word.
when
Get
we
that
lock
check.
back in to a free state of mind.
We out.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the ladies.
Word. March month.